Like I hope everybody is completed your assignments. Component creation via CRX and component creation by using content.xml, right?
Sir, I got build error, sir.
Which one?
Sir, can I present share my screen?
Yes, yes, yeah. Remaining, everybody is okay with that, like component creation and content.xml.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes, I.
Sir, I'm creating components, sir, but it is not showing in. It is not showing, sir.
Yeah, once again, we'll see you that one.
Yeah.
Uh, Sai Krishna, can you show me your error, like which one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, is it frequent?
Can you scroll little bit? Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Yeah, one second, one second. Okay. This error, you can see the error. So actually, you created a .content.xml file, right?
Yes, sir.
In that, basically, you not followed the node structure actually. So that is the issue. What you can do, go to that content.xml and then write again the node structure what we discussed in the last session. You have to follow the node structure. That is the issue. Okay. If you delete that content.xml and
Okay, sir.
do the build, then you can it will be success. Okay. Only issue with .content.xml file. You can go to that location and then you can check the hierarchy of the nodes. You can resolve the issue. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. The issue is corrected.
Okay, sir.
Dot
I need
content.
to delete the content.html.
Yes, you can delete the content.xml file and again you can create the content.xml file from the scratch. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Got it? Okay. Okay.
Got it, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Next.
Sir,
Next person.
can I share my screen, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Please share your screen.
Sir, I created components, sir, but it is not showing in here, sir.
You drag the component on the page. That is the components. So down we have the one more option that is the
Sir, no result, sir.
no results, meaning whenever you are creating the component, you have to follow the instructions like the component JSON title, everything you need to check, right?
Yes, sir.
You
This is
followed
this.
all the
Yes, sir.
social media sharing and the article component name is article. You can look for the here, click on the node.
Node
Here in the we have the properties panel, right? Properties panel.
properties.
I'm saying that is the explorer panel. I'm saying in properties panel you can change the JSON title. JSON title to social media sharing to that you can change.
Okay.
Second property JSON property JSON title you can change. Double click on that.
Okay.
Give
Social media.
article.
CQ article, sir.
Article normal non not CQ normal article. Save. Now can go save all. Go to the page. Go to the page. Look for the reload. Now can drag the component article.
Yes, sir.
That is component. Got it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Other have any issues?
Sir, I'm creating all components, sir, but is only it is created me developer.
Only widget meaning your dialog is not created properly. So you can cross verify your dialog or node structure, everything. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So which is coming like that meaning your dialog is not created properly. Okay. You can go
Yes,
through
yes.
that once again and then do the dialog creation from scratch.
Okay, sir.
Others have any issues?
Sir, I have one issue, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
While creating that component by using CRXD Lite, it is not portraying in that page, sir. After deleting and recreating it, it is portraying, sir.
I didn't get you exactly. When you drag the component on the page,
Yes, sir.
component
We
will
did changes and all, sir. After that, it's not getting uh,
share your screen and then
in
show
that
me.
page.
I can get the
Yeah.
clarity on it.
Wait a minute.
So I'm requesting from my side, guys, when you are listening the class, please take a class notes. Okay, so everything you can note down your notes, and according to that you can follow. Then you can easily grab the information. Yeah. Yes. Please go ahead, Siva Krishna.
After
Mm,
creating this,
you created component
I'm getting,
time
yes, sir. I
dialog.
am getting, yes, yes.
Mm.
I am getting only this, sir. After next step also done. Here, content also I created, sir. But it is
Create
not
content.
portraying here. Yes.
Can you show that CRXT? Go to CRXT. Uh, Now, what is your requirement? Like you want to build the dialogue, right?
Yes, sir.
If you want to build the dialogue, like what is the steps you need to follow? You are giving only one node, right? But whenever
Yes, sir.
you are creating the dialogue, you have to follow three nodes actually. Secure dialogue is the basic node, root node, and the content node and items node. Three nodes you need, right? But in your case,
Yeah,
you
one.
give only one node.
Yes, 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 sir.
So that is the reason you are getting only basic widget.
Hmm. Okay, sir. Once again I will go through and
Uh, Go through that
thank you.
dialogue component creation video. Okay, so you can get the clarity on it.
Sure,
Okay, yeah, so,
sure, sir.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So any others, anyone, any issues? Guys, please take a class notes. Okay, so then take class notes. We can avoid the small issues. Okay. Okay, so I hope you guys are did last assignments component creation through CRHD and component creation through XML. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen and then let's start to build the topic with the go one look. So I give the summary what we discussed in the last session. So we learned like a component creation using CRHD, component creation using CRHD, and this is the one thing we learned. And the second thing we learned component creation using .content.xml, .content.xml. Okay, and we learned about a very important properties, a string resource type property, and Sling resource type super type property. Sling resource super type property. So in the component level, these are the things we learn, like how to create the component, some instructions we need to follow, some mandatory steps you should follow. The mandatory steps are like properties. Okay, so in the component have the properties, JSON title and component key. And whenever you are creating the dialog, you should follow the three nodes. First one is the root node, that is the dialog. Second one is the content, that should be container or fixed columns, anything. If you want to arrange the content in the fixed columns, you can go with the fixed columns. If you want the content in a container, meaning in div doc like that, then you can go with the container option. Okay, inside the container you can add the items by using the items node. So these are the things we learned in the so far. Component creation CRITG, component creation using the content.xml properties, very important properties, string resource type and string resource super type. Okay, so here one more important thing here, we have the dialog. So here the interview perspective, they will ask the question, what is the difference between dialog and design dialog? This is the regular question they will ask, dialog and design dialog. So this is the basic question they will ask. First we'll try to understand the purpose of each one. So the both are used to dialog and design dialog. Generally both are used to create the content. Create the content in JSON repository. Both are used to create the content in JSON repository only. JSON repository only. JSON repository only. Okay. But storage locations is the different. But storage locations is the different. But storage locations is different. But creation dialog and design dialog both are used to create the content in JSON repository only, but storage location is the different. Next thing is, so what are the differences? We'll go with one by one and we'll try to understand. First we'll go with the dialog. First we'll go with the dialog, and here we'll take with the design dialog. I can say design dialog. First point is, if you go with the dialog, so generally you design a dialog. If you author the data will be stored in the content node. Okay, we have the Sling framework, right? When you drag the component on the page, so Sling have the behavior, default behavior, it can add the content node. That is the default nature of the Sling. Okay, dialog data. If you author any data in the dialog level, the data will be stored in the content node. The data will be stored in the content node. The data will be stored in the content node. And the next point is here, if you go with the next in dialog, next thing is this dialog we can edit in page level and we can edit in template level. We can edit in template level. We can edit in page level and we can edit in template level. But in case of design dialog, the data, whatever the data we authored in the design dialog, the data will be stored in the policy node. Policy node. Everything I will show you. So as of now, first we'll try to understand theoretically, and then we'll go with C and practical. Both we will see. Okay. So as of now, we can take a notes on it. Like dialog data will be stored in the content node, and uh, we can author the dialog in page level and template level. Okay. And next one is here. Here the next one is dialog data is available. This is the template level. This is the only template level. Template level. Template level meaning here design dialog is available in. It is available in template level. It is available in template level. It is available in template level. Next, node structure. whenever you are creating the dialog, so the similar how you follow the steps while creating the dialog, the same steps you can follow in case of design dialog also. Only the thing is node name is the change. Node name except node name, remaining node structure everything is the same except node name. Node structure will be the same in case of dialog and in case of design dialog also. So here how you can give the node name. So node name you can give CQ design dialog, CQ design underscore dialog. This is the naming convention you should follow in case of design dialog. But in case of dialog, you can follow the naming convention like this. Dialog, dialog, CQ colon dialog, CQ colon dialog. This is the naming node name you should give at the time of dialog creation, and this is the name you should give at the time of design dialog. At the time of design dialog, and if you author the any data in the dialog, the data will be stored in the content node. How you can read the dialog into the page? We will use site expression, right? So we can use the properties dot text. Text meaning this is the variable name. This is the variable name. So similarly here also in design data also we can read the data by using current style. Current style is the object. With that we will use the template level data dot txt dot txt like that, like that. I will show you the both cases of the practically can get the better understanding. Okay, so let's get into. I'm going to the crxt localhost 4502 crxt. Now can go with two ways you can open, guys. I told you in the system like aim consoles you can open through the start.html, go to tools and crxt. This is the one way, and directly you can go to the uh, take a new tab. Directly you can give the path of crxt, then directly you can get the crxt. So that is the two ways you can open. So this is the way, this is the one way. And inside I'm going to the apps and a demo, and you can go with components. These are the components. So some of them are predefined components, some are custom components. Now I'm taking one component. For example, I will go with the entity data. I will go with entity data. Entity data is the component name, and it is having CQ dialog. CQ dialog. Okay, so when I go to any page and localhost 4502 start.html, you can look for the sites and directly you can go with that page. You can go with that page. I'm editing the page. So okay, delete this one. Reload. Now I can call the component more time entity data, and click on that. Widget is coming. So this widget is coming by using by using CQ dialog. So this we discussed in the last session. This is clear. I hope everybody this is clear. We can build this. This is the widget. The entire container, the entire box is called widget. We can build the widget. We can build widget by using simple widgets. We can build by using crxte, and we can complex widgets. We can build by using content.xml. By using content.xml. So here one more important point I will let you know. We can build simple widgets. Simple widgets. But in case of by using the content.xml, we can build complex widgets. Complex widgets. So this is the difference why we are creating the component in two ways. These are the two ways. We can build the simplex widgets by using the crxt. We can build complex widgets. Okay, this is the one widget. This is the one widget. Okay, fine. Now my requirement is, okay, I got with the CQ dialog. Now we are discussing with the CQ design dialog. Except node name, everything is okay, right? So what I am doing, simply I am copying the existing CQ dialog. I am copying existing CQ dialog, and this CQ dialog I am pasting in some other component. I'm pasting in some other component. This one already exists. This I will delete. So I am pasting in some already existing component. I am pasting here, and this I can rename. I rename like as CQ design dialog. CQ design dialog. Okay, so we can rename design underscore dialog. Okay, save all, and again you can copy the node and paste the component. Paste here. Okay, now we can delete from here also. Now we can delete from here. Why I am pasting from other component, and from there again I am pasting here, meaning so the component it won't allow the same node structure again. Why? Because it is already holding the same node structure, right? When you are copying and doing the pasting, it won't allow the same node structure. So that is the reason this node I copied from here and I pasted in other component. Again I am pasting here. So simply only the difference between this dialog and this dialog is the node structure. Node structure. Remaining everything is okay. Everything is same. Okay, so here spelling mistake will be there. So spelling mistakes, everything is matters. I have to make sure everything is matters. Spelling is design. Okay, and I would say save all, save all. Okay, now I added design dialog to my component. My component name is the entity data. Okay, design dialog is the template level. You can edit, you can give the, you can author the data in template level. Okay, so how you can open the template level? So you can go to your page, and go to your page. We have the page information. Page information, click on edit option, edit template, and so here we have the option. This is the policy option. This policy option is coming only with the help of CQ dialog only, CQ design dialog only. For example, if I delete, for example, I will show you entity data, and then I am again I am copy, and then I am pasting here. I am pasting here, and then save all. Now I am deleting the design dialog, and you can save this one. Now you can go to the edit template. So the component won't visible here. Entity data won't visible here. Okay, it is visible. The component it is visible because of CQ design dialog. CQ design dialog. Okay. So now again I am copying, and I am pasting inside the entity data, and save all. And here I'm deleting this one. Deleting this one. Okay, save all, and you can go to the template and reload the template, and you can go. Now the edit data entity data component is coming. This policy option is coming with the help of CQ design dialog. Click on that, and here you can give some other data. For example, you can give the data some like article details, article details, and here also can give the policy title, like also article details, and click on that, and just click on that. Now this data, whatever the data you authored, so you authored the data, right? This data will be stored in the policies. This data will be stored in the policies. Where the policy is available? Policies are available in the config folder. You can go with config folder, reload the page, and go with config folder, config and demo. Next, settings, WCM. Under the settings, we have the policies. This is the option, policies. CQ design dialog data will be stored in the policies, and go to demo. Next, components, and here you can look for the entity data. Okay, and you click on that. You can see here article details. For example, if you author any other data, for example fashion store. Okay, fashion store details. Okay, fashion store details. You can author any other data, and here also you can mention any other fashion store details. Okay, fashion store details, and you can author and save and reload. So see, data has changed. So whatever the data you authoring in the template level in the policy component policy design dialog, the data will be stored in policies. So where the location it is, the location which is config demo settings WCM policies demo components entity data, right? So I'm copying this one and then I am pasting this one. So the content node will be stored in this location. This is the storage location. This one is the storage location. Okay, and we are authoring in template level. How we can add? Go to the edit template and we have the policy option. Click on the policy and you can get the dashboard. Here you can give the fashion title and then policy title. So whatever you added here, that will be stored in the policy. I hope this is clear, right? I hope this is clear. Okay, fine. So I give here some details, and now I will go to my page, reload your page, the fashion details. So here we are rendering the data without writing any HTML. So this data I'm not mentioned in my component entity.html. I'm not mentioned anywhere. So without mentioning any, I would say. So the advantage with the CQ design dialog is, if you want to publish a specific content, for example, if you create 100 components, and if you want to display like some a specific content to all the 100 components, at the time you can go with CQ design dialog. Okay, so wherever you component you use this one, so this fashion details will be visible on there.
Sir,
Yes, yes, yeah.
sir, is editing component created by you or its default component?
Entity data is created by me. This is the
Okay,
user
okay.
component. This is created by me. Okay, and next one is how you can read the data from .html. You can mention the property, that is current style property. This is the property, current style property, current style dot the known name, like in the policy. This is the title. This title you can take entity title. You can come to here and you can take entity title. Then you can read the data. You can read the data of template like CQ design dialog. Save all and go to your page and reload the page, and you can get the data. Entity data and current style. Go to here and use current style. Yeah. save and go to the page and reload the page, and you can able to get the fashion details. But if you author the dialog, for example here I am mentioning some hello, and if I click on that, and the data will be stored in somewhere, right, where it will exactly the data is stored. If you author the data in the dialog, the dialog data will be stored in the content node. Go to content folder, and the next one where we have demo us and en and json content root, next container, and this is the entity data. This is the entity data. So here two things you should remember, guys, where you are authoring, and if you author any data, where the data is storing. These two things you should be aware, where the data is storing. Storage path is very important in the interview perspective. These storage locations they will ask, and storage locations. If you go with the dialog data, if you author any fields, the fields data will be stored in the content node. And in case of design dialog, if you author any data, the data will be stored in the policies, where the policies is available. Policies is available in config folder. Config folder. This is clear, guys.
Sir.
Yes.
Next one more important here. I will go to here. Yeah. So dialog, we can if you author in the page level, the data will be stored in the content node, content folder. In the content folder it will be stored. Storage location is content folder. Storage location is content folder. Content folder. But template level, if you made if you add the component and if you add anything on the template level, that will be stored in the config folder. That will be stored in the config folder. Config templates. Config templates. Totally three locations you should remember. Three locations. Two locations in case of dialog. In case of dialog, you can remember two locations. One is the page level, second one is the template level. Only here the difference is the scope of the content. Okay, if you go with the dialog, you can able to access the scope of the content within the page. If you add the component, and you can access the content within the page. The page content will be stored in the this location, content folder, and template level information will be stored in the templates, where the templates are available in the config folder. For example, if I go with that page, en page, and go the page properties and edit template, and here the component already added. So here I am authoring some other data, entity uh, data details. Okay, I'm authoring this one, and this will be stored in the template level. This data will be stored in the template level, that I will show you. So simply can go with the crxt, reload the crxt. Now you can go with this is the content folder. You can go with the config folder, demo project, and settings, wcm, templates. Here our template is page content. How we can know the my page is belonging to this template? You can go with the page, you can go with sites, local host sites.html, go your page, click on the thumbnail, and you can see here the template now. uh, Template name is content page. Template name is the content page. Okay, so how to create that, how to design the template, and it will be going forward, we will be discuss about the template. But as of now, you should be aware of So this is the page. For creating any page, template is mandatory. How you can know like this page is belonging to which template? How you can know? You can simply go to that thumbnail of the page and click on that. You can have the option template. The template is content page. Content page. Okay. Now I am going to CRXT and this is the template. Name is the page content and go inside. You have option policies and JSR content, root and container and demo companies and click on the entity data. So here our data will be stored here. The component will be stored in the template level. The component will be stored here in this node. The component data will be stored here. So here you should remember total three paths. Storage paths, you can remember three paths. Normal dialog, it will be stored in the content node, and if you add the component on the template level, so that will be stored in the config and templates and policies. And if you go with the design dialog, and that will be stored in the policies. Where the policies are available, policies are available in the config. So these are the three locations you should be familiar. These are the three locations. These are the three locations. So how you can read the design dialog data. So this is the object current style dot txt, and if you go with the dialog, this is the properties dot txt. Properties dot txt. Okay, this is the major difference between the dialog and design dialog. Dialog and design dialog. So both are used to create the content in the JSON repository, but the storage locations is the different. Except node name, node structure, everything is the same. Except node name, remaining everything is the same. And whenever reading the data in dialog, we will follow the sightly and properties.txt. But here in case of design dialog, sightly current style.txt. Current style.txt. Any questions? Anyone?
Sir, pardon what you have told. In middle 2 minutes, your voice was not audible, sir. So repeat the questions.
You got it, like the difference between dialog and design dialog.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, my question is any questions in these two areas, dialog and design dialog? Everything is clear or any issues?
No issues, sir.
For example, if you have the 100 components, like I am taking like 100 article components, and for all the 100 article components, if I want to display the some specific content, like some specific text, if you want to design, then that specific content you can go with the and author in the design dialog. That content will be displayed on the all components. The common content will author in the design dialog, and here the dialog will be represent like I would say the based on the requirement we will be designed in the dialog. So this is the basic difference between the dialog and design dialog. Any questions, anyone? Very very important. Any questions, anyone? Any questions you can you have, let me know. Dialog and design dialog is clear, or should I explain one more time?
It's clear.
Okay, fine. So here one more important point, when you drag the component on the page, we have the Sling framework, right? So AM architecture, which is the AM is the architecture which is created by using three frameworks. By using three frameworks. So first one is the OIJ and JSR and Apache Sling framework. Sling framework. Here the point is, when you drag the component on the page, and if you authored any fields, Sling by default behavior is Sling default behavior is it will generate default behavior is it will generate content nodes. This is the default behavior of the Sling framework. Okay, this is very important point. I will show you that one. For example, if I go with any page, for example, if I go with the this one, now here I am authoring some description. I'm authoring with some description. For example, I will delete this one. Go to CRXE and reload CRXE. Go to content node, content demo US, next EN, and JSR content. All our page information will be stored in the JSR content. Container. There is no entity data component. Now we can add the entity data component. When you add the entity data component, look for the entity data component, and you can add. When you add the entity data component, and Sling by default behavior is it can generate the, meaning the data will be stored here and it can generate entity data node. Okay, if I author the dialog, any dialog, if I open the dialog, here I am authoring some data title and I am authoring some description, and here I'm giving, we'll go with the two, title and description. And if I go with the CRXT, click on that entity data, go to reload, go to content node. This is the config node. Go to content node and demo, next US EN article, JSR article root container, and click on the node. And this is the properties. These properties, Sling is the framework, and when you drag the component on the page and when you author the fields, and Sling by default behavior is it will generate the nodes and its properties. That is the Sling by default behavior. Okay, you can use these properties and you can read the data by using sightly expression. By using sightly expression. Okay, I hope this is clear. And next, one more important thing is, so in everybody in your system, we have the file explorer options, right? File explorer options. In that, we have the view tab. In that view tab, by default, you have check mark in hide extension for node types. Hide extensions for node types. So that you can uncheck. Node type, that I will show you. Then go here and look for the file explorer options. Go with that. Open that one. Go to view tab. So in your case, by default, this is in checked state, right? You can uncheck and apply and then OK. So that also you can do in your local. Okay, that is a settings you can change. So I hope this is clear, like the settings and what the string is doing and what is the difference between dialog and design dialog. What is the difference
Yes.
between dialog and design dialog?
Yes.
This is okay with that? Any questions, anyone? Any questions, anyone? Please let me know if you have any questions.
No, Krishna, it's okay.
Okay, fine. Okay, so shall we move to next topic?
Yes, go ahead for that next topic only.
Okay, fine. So next topic we'll discuss generally here what we done generally, or can say, go to your components, apps, demo, and components. If you take any component like version or any component you can take. For example, if I take the entity data and if I open the entity data.html and so I author the values I am reading by using sightly expression. Sightly expression. So if I am reading this like this is the hard coding. This is the hard coding. So in generally in normally this is the hard coding. In real time, so we won't do hard coding. Okay. So how we can read the values? We can read the values by using the Java language. By using the Java language. Okay. So from that we have the framework. So that we will use like how to read the values and how to do that values by using sling models. So that I will give the introduction of the sling models. So generally the next we can go ahead with sling model. The basic question, what is sling model? The basic question, what is sling model? Sling model is the sling API. Sling model is the sling API. Okay, it is the one of the RESTful web framework. It is one of the RESTful web framework created inside the AIM architecture. Framework created inside AIM architecture. Created inside AIM architecture. AIM architecture. And the purpose of web architecture is the purpose of Sling model is the purpose of Sling framework is to map request to resource. Request to resource. Request to resource. Okay. Request to resource. Sling model we can adapt in two ways. First one is the resource dot class and the second one is the Sling HTTP servlet request dot class. Sling servlets HTTP servlet class. Next question they will ask like in the interview perspective, how many ways you can adapt the Sling models? How many ways we can adapt the Sling models? Sling models. We can adapt the Sling models in two ways. So first way is resource.class is the first way. Resource.class is the first way. And the second way we can adapt Sling HTTP servlet request.class. Sling HTTP servlet request.class. Servlet request.class. Servlet request.class. Okay, and they will ask one more. So what is the each case? Each case, like when will you go with the resource dot class? And when will you go with the Sling HTTP servlet request class? That is the one more question they will ask. So when you want to read the data from CRXT, we will go with the resource data class. When you want to read the global object, we will go with the Sling HTTP servlet request class. Sling HTTP servlet request class. So global objects. So we have the OGA framework. So global object, it will create some default global objects. If you want to read those global objects, we will go with the Sling HTTP server request class. Sling HTTP server request class. Okay, what are the annotations we have in the Sling model? The annotations are like at the rate model, next at the rate named, and next we have the annotations like at the rate value map value, and next we have the annotations called at the rate value map value, and at the rate inject, and we have the annotations called at the rate self, and we have the annotations called at the rate OJ service, and these are the annotations like at the rate model named value map value inject at the rate OJ at the rate inject, and these are the regular annotations we will use generally. Normally, I will tell you the syntax how it will be. So Sling model is nothing but normal Java classes only. We will take the normal Java classes, and you can take the generally what will happen. I will give the like when author the data will be stored in the content node, and that content node we will we will get the values from the variables. So I will show you here. You can assume you have the author. Okay, the author the data. Where the author the data? He author the data in the dialog. Okay, author the data, the data will be stored in the content node, and so whatever the data is stored in the content node, we can read the data by using Sling model. We can read the data by using Sling models, by using Sling models, by using Sling models. So this is the thing.